Are you tired of feeling trapped in the medical system?
Do you feel there must be a better way to take control of your health?
Today, we're going to share with you the ultimate tips to break free from the medical system and take control of your health.
Go to the doctor, run some tests, can't find anything wrong with you, but your blood pressure's up. We don't know why. It's idiopathic. Here's some meds.
So, mammograms are 3 times to be overdiagnosed and to actually be saved from having the mammogram save your life.
Actually, it starts with the children. They want you to come in once you have that baby. As soon as you leave the hospital, make an appointment with your child's pediatrician. And from there, they hook you in. Come back when the baby's 3 months. Come back when the baby's 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months. Then
The past episodes, we have talked a lot about just our experiences with the system. I don't think we got to spend a lot of time with it because other people can go back and
look at those episodes.
and kind of understand our story. But real quickly, kind of, you talked in the past about high blood pressure and your experience with doctors.
Right. At a high level, I had blood pressure from my second pregnancy, and it stayed. And I went to the doctor, and I felt like I was in that cycle. Go to the doctor, run some tests, can't find anything wrong with you, but your blood pressure's up. We don't know why. It's idiopathic. Here's some meds.
That's a big word. I don't know what that even means. Idiopathic.
That's what the doctor told me.
It's idiopathic, right? But yeah, so you felt like you were starting to get stuck in that cycle or that trap
Yes.
of trying to figure out what's really going on here.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, that's so true because as a provider, you see patients who are sick, going to their medical doctor and they're not getting better, taking more meds. I see all their medical histories, and you can just tell by the look in their eyes, their body, that they're looking older, just not looking them as well. And it's so you just see it from the whole different experience in the system itself. Because you're so right, you mentioned it. It's a cycle.
Yeah.
Right, and it all begins with this false belief that you got to go see a doctor for a wellness visit.
Yes. Yes. Especially it starts with the children, right? They want you to come in
Great point.
once you have that baby. It's like, oh, you got to go right, as soon as you leave the hospital, make an appointment with your child's pediatrician. And from there, they hook you in. Come back when the baby's 3 months. Come back when the baby's 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, then annually and so forth, right? And then when you go in, women particularly, because especially if you're on some type of birth control, something, they need you to come in to run tests and make sure everything looks good and to get, another refill prescription or updated, whatever type of control that you use. So it's like they have you hooked that way. And then they go say, oh, well, while you're in there, you're going for your standard well check, because they tell you to come in for that. They're going to say, oh, well, did you get your mammogram? Did you get your colonoscopy? Not colonoscopy, sorry. Is it colonoscopy?
Colonoscopy, yeah.
Yeah. Did you get that? Did you get your bone density test? Did you do this? And did you do and the list goes on. And then they find things, over time. They're going to, because they're looking.
Exactly. All those tests are meant to try to find something.
Yeah.
They're looking for something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm not feeling any kind of sort of way and I know I'm living the right lifestyle, I don't need to worry about that test. And then, in fact, a lot of those tests around mammograms and colonoscopies, they're finding not to be that effective.
Yeah.
And it's been known,
Yes.
but it's coming out more and more and more now.
You think people actually believe in that, or they still
It's a hard sell. It's a hard belief.
Because you've been so indoctrinated to think like, I have to go get mammograms because it will save your life.
Yeah.
Do you know the statistic on that?
Yeah. So what's the statistic on that? That's a great question. So mammograms, basically, you are 3 times to be overdiagnosed and to actually be saved from having the mammogram save your life. So you go in, get the mammogram. They may find something. So out of 10 people, say, "My gosh, did we actually kind of did some well there?" 30 people would have a false scare or a false stance. So now you imagine the stress that you go through. You hear like, "Oh my gosh, I see something, a lump or something in your breast." How would you feel?
Yes. Stressed, scared. You feel like your life has flashed before you.
Yeah. So 3 times more people, to me, that's not significant. Colonoscopies, for every life that's saved, one life is lost due to a complication, more like a perforation of the
Oh my
colonoscopy.
gosh, that's scary.
There's no benefit to me for to take that.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to do what to do or to do what to do. I'm not telling you what to do.
This is no diagnosis, no, no
Hey, even
solution.
though I'm a doctor, I am not a doctor, a medical doctor. I'm not telling anybody what to do.
Right.
That's just the stats that I am comfortable with knowing, and I make that decision for
For
myself.
yourself, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. You make the best decision for you, yeah.
But the point is that they have all these tests. They go in for the wellness visits, and where it's the blood and the mammogram, all that stuff. They're looking for a problem because when they find a problem or maybe a hint of a problem, they get to what?
Diagnose.
Woo! You got something. Like
Yeah. So I send you for all these further tests
Yeah.
that cost money and it's painful.
what's pre-diabetic?
I don't know. What is that?
I don't know either. But if you're pre-diabetic, we're going to give you medicine. I have nowhere close to blood sugar levels of the diabetic. So I'm kind of before those numbers. Am I pre-diabetic? I am pre-diabetic by the terms of what it means.
So if you so if diabetic is 200 and you are like 150, they will say you're pre-diabetic.
Yeah, so maybe you want to take this little, metformin, this pill. Just be safe. Just to be safe. Right. So now you're
You're in
being
that cycle.
diagnosed. Now you're getting a medical intervention, which is going to most likely be a pill.
Right.
Eventually, it can be the surgeries or something.
Procedures
rather,
or whatever.
Procedures,
right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so what happens? So okay, great, I'll take the pill. You go about your life, and next year goes by, and you do what?
You go back for your well check.
Go back for the well visit. Do some more tests.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this pill's not working so great. Let's give you another pill.
And then those pills could have side effects. So you've developed this issue.
Get different issues, so they give you another pill. Right?
Wow. So
And
you could be up to 3 pills at this point.
three pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not to go down all the different medicines, but if you're pre-cholesterol, hypercholesterol, pre that, you may get a statin, and that statin drug from all the different side effects can lead to 8 different type of medications, which will be up to like diabetes medications.
Wow.
Yeah, 8.
I remember when I went to the doctor and she was for the high blood pressure and she was checking everything and the blood pressure spiked when I got into the office and then after sitting for a few minutes it went back down. Then she did blood work and she did EKG and everything, right? EKG was normal. When she did the blood work, she couldn't find anything wrong. Cholesterol was great. She was just scratching her head like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And it's just like, maybe it's because I'm stressed because I have toddlers at home.
It totally could be.
And I am being pulled away from them to come here and you're stressing me out.
It could be from work. It could be from spousal issues. It could be family, friends. All that stuff causes high blood pressure.
Yeah, yeah. Not getting enough water.
Water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah.
All these different things. So a pill. I don't have high blood pressure because of lack of a pill I'm taking. I don't.
You don't.
So
Yeah.
that goes to all medicines. So that's a cycle that we get stuck into, and then what happens? You start getting all these different problems, and you start coming across these challenges, and where you actually realize you don't feel well. And this is a common occurrence as well. And it could be from the medical intervention you had, or maybe not even something that's really, truly wrong with you. So you go in for a test, and they're like, gosh, no, I don't see anything. Everything's fine. What are we talking about? Everything's fine. I don't feel well. You're going crazy. Go to a psych drug. No, my psychologist. That happens a lot.
That's sad. That is sad. Because I do read stories. I don't know if it's stories, but I do hear YouTubers, people on social media, wherever, they're talking about that. They don't feel themselves, and then they will go, and the doctor can't find anything wrong. And it's just like, well, it's anxiety. You have anxiety. So here's some medication for that. And it's like they're not getting to the bottom. They're not trying to figure out what is your problem. It's like, well, we don't have time and money to figure out what your problem is.
And to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again by looking for the answer in the same place,
Yeah.
it's not working. Why keep doing it? There's
Yeah.
alternatives out there.
Yeah.
And then so as you're going through these problems, you encounter stress, which makes the problem worse. Talk about blood pressure, but your immune system actually is decreased. And when your immune system decreases, what happens? Your body can't fight off or overcome the unease of the body. Can't fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But to get to that point, it's like, what happened to get to that point?
You are in that cycle. It's all about trying to break free of
Yeah,
that
that
cycle and
cycle.
quit doing the same thing over and over and over
Yeah.
again. And it's sad because it's when I offer alternatives to people and the investment that may be like, what? It's gonna cost that much? Does insurance cover it? Oh, that money. Well, hold on here. Let's think about how much, because money is a big challenge for
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But if you sit back and look at how much you're paying for insurance, paying for your doctor visits, paying for your medications, paying for the time lost at work, paying for all the gas that you're going to and from all these different appointments, all the downtime, all the true costs, I mean, supplements and herbs you're taking, trying to hope that it works, right? That amount of money, the average person in a year spends $14,000 on healthcare
Wow.
outside of insurance.
Wow.
Times that by 10.
And you paying insurance on top of that.
Yeah, times that by 10.
Wow.
10 years, that's $140,000.
$1,000, yeah.
And so at a fraction of that, there are things that we can do to stop what you're experiencing.
Once and for all.
Yeah, so that money's a big challenge though, to see that roadblock because again,
Yeah.
it's blinded.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Because that insurance, we talked about like last podcast, that insurance, they tell you what to do. They have control of your mindset and your health or
Yeah.
lack thereof.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. They're not in it to make sure you're doing well.
But and it's sad. And the insurance is out of control, and you experience through your story is you're like, I don't want to go that route. I want to go more the natural route.
Yes.
And it's almost like the doctors don't believe in the natural route. That can't work.
They don't. When I told the doctor that, I said, before I go on that, I said, I want to try something else. I said, I want to try managing the stress levels. And I already ate clean, I think, but not as clean as I do today. And I said, I wanted to try other methods and exercise more consistently and so forth, right? And I did it, and I went in, and she asked me to track my blood pressure for like a couple of weeks, and I did, and my blood pressure was fine at home.
Oh yeah.
And it's like when I went to the doctor's office, but then she's like, well,
Disbelief.
yeah. It's like, well, just to be on the safe side, you really should get on something. So I told her, I said, I really think I should try it longer, and I never went back.
Listen to your gut.
Yeah.
Listen to your gut there.
Yeah. Yeah. I know when I'm feeling overwhelmed and when I'm feeling anxious, it's usually because I have to go to I have a lot going on, and I'm trying to accomplish too much. I'm not giving myself any grace or downtime. And I've learned everything, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I had to pull it back because I'm a perfectionist like that. I want everything done and done right. Right? I like everything to look perfect. I want the dinner done at a certain time, everything cleaned up, kids in bath, because we're on a schedule. And I was stressing myself out.
Yeah.
And probably that's contributed to all of it.
It did. 100% did.
Yeah.
And you know why it did? Because you recognized that it did, and you put a halt to it. And
Yes.
guess what happened?
It went away.
Went away.
Because when I check it at home, I'm normal.
Yeah, and that's the problem with a lot of the doctors today. They're so clinical, and there's only one way to do things. A lot of them, I have seen a lot of stories and talked to a lot of people who have healed the natural way. Because you still got to kind of work with your doctor, right, in a sense, because they're the ones giving all these different prescriptions, and I can't tell anybody not to do anything else.
Right.
So I can work with you to work with your doctor, and then you hear all these different stories about how the doctors in disbelief that condition that they had, they actually healed a natural way.
Wow.
It's amazing. Yeah. So a lot of doctors haven't heard of that natural way because they're in a little bubble. So I think really the opportunity behind all this is that you can become your best doctor and you can heal by simple changes like you did, like I did, like we did, how we raised our kids, with simple diet and lifestyle changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really
It really
works.
Yeah. I feel like when we cleaned up our diet, I don't drink anymore. Not that I drank often anyway, but I don't do those things, right? I exercise. I make sure I get sunlight, fresh air. I try to manage my stress. I've calmed down a lot because I'm a neat freak. I've calmed down a lot
Yeah, you have.
in how I want things. I mean, still can't deal with a messy house,
No
but
clutter.
no clutter. I don't like clutter, but it's not the end of the day if people are not using the mud room like it's supposed to be used and using the kitchen stools.
They call it a mud room for a reason. It's supposed to be dirty and muddy.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to put your bags there. Everybody puts their bags on the kitchen counter. I don't know why. But I've learned to accept it. It's like, okay, it's not going to stress me out if everybody leaves their bags there during the week. On the weekends, get rid of it, but during the week.
Yeah.
I've come a long way, right? Calm down, relax. And all those things helped, right? Getting fresh air, getting sleep, eating properly, getting the right minerals, exercise, everything.
It's a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle.
So then that lifestyle, I was telling, I think today at dinner table, right? We're talking with the kids about the payoff. Everybody wants to have the payoff without doing the work, but life doesn't work that way, right? Everybody wants to be 50 pounds underweight or lose 50 pounds
And eat whatever they want.
and eat what they want. But they don't want to actually do the things necessary to lose the 50 pounds, right? How is anything deserving to be at that weight of 50 pounds less if you don't actually do the work? Or let's say, for instance, patience. People say, well, I'm going to be more patient. Well, how can you become patient and have that strong skill of patience if you don't go through trials and tribulations to develop that patience? There is stuff you have to go through to get that goal. And in today's world, it's, hey, give me the pill. I want to lose the weight. Give me the pill. I want to get rid of my heart disease. I'll give me the pill. I'll get my diabetes, because after all, after I see you, doc, and take my pill, I'm going to go to McDonald's, have a smoothie and my Big Mac and fries.
I've seen that. I've seen people say, "Oh, I just came from my doctor, and he got another prescription," but they're walking in with their bag of Bojangles or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lifestyle change
Yeah.
completely when it comes to, like I said, working out. There's two things you got to do. And this is so simple. It really is so simple. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's simple. In order to get health, you stop doing the things that you know you're not supposed to do. Number one, you follow that?
People know what they're not supposed to do.
They know what not to do.
Okay.
How you not get cavities? Eat sweets and brush
Brush and floss.
and floss.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it.
Okay.
So you stop eating that stuff. No, stop eating the sweets, right? Then you're not supposed to do. Then you have to do the things that you know you have to do in order to get the things that you want. So don't want cavities? The first rule is, it's very simple. Don't do the things you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Stop eating sweets.
Drinking sodas. Yeah.
Drinking soda. Stop doing it. The next thing you do is do the things you have to do in order to have a healthy mouth. Brush and floss.
Right.
Eat vegetables. That's how you get healthy. That's the lifestyle changes.
Why is it so hard for people? Why you think it's so hard for people?
Man, it's don't want to let go of what feels good. Sugar. I had a patient today who said sugar is so addictive.
Oh, so you think it's an addiction more so?
I don't know if addiction's the right word, but that's what she told me, and it calls her name. It calls her. Like, I need more sugar. I need more sugar. I need more sugar. And foods are. I mean, the food companies, they have people who are skilled to manufacture and engineer foods to make them more addictive. So I guess addictive may be the right word.
Wow.
Yeah. So yes. So diet. We talked about diet in the past. The right proper nutrition. I hate the word diet.
Yeah.
'Cause
Why
it's
you
not
hate
diet.
the word diet?
Because it's bad connotation.
Okay. So
Because,
what would you use instead?
Just you want to fuel your body with proper nutrition. Eat.
Isn't that more words though?
Well, nutrition.
Okay.
Why you eat? I want to eat for that my body can just get all the good stuff and just function and thrive. A diet says, well, I gotta limit myself. I can't have a cupcake. I can't have a burger. I can't have fries. But guess what? I have fries. They're not McDonald's fries though. I have a burger. It's not a McDonald's burger.
He don't tell you all the type of burgers he eat.
Chickpeas in there. And I probably have to gross people out, but they're so good. I'll be at work. And like, my God, no, Dr. Haynes, that smells so good. What are you eating today? So, well, I told you, you want to believe it. No, because I always say, what's in it? What's the wrap? Got a wrap in there? So, yeah. Step outside before I can warm it up. That way, I won't tempt you, whatever else. But they smell it, but they don't realize what's actually
What they're smelling.
what
yeah.
they're smelling.
Real food.
Real food.
Yeah. I make these veggie burgers.
Oh my God,
That
so good.
they just my Taj and the kids go crazy for. And it's with chickpeas.
And the thing is, you didn't tell us what we're in. You said I had a new recipe. We're
Yep.
on a camping trip. I
Yep.
have my Blackstone grill, which,
Yep.
by the way, I absolutely endorse.
He highly recommends.
I just bought another one that's a bigger grill tabletop on it. I think 22 inches. I love it. And we were camping, put it on the grill. Next thing I know, my 12-year-old at the time, I think, right? 11-year-old at the
She
time.
was 11 at the time.
11 at the time. She's making a double burger, talking about, this
She
is
was.
so good.
It was all
I'm
dripping down her hand, and she was just so happy, enjoying it.
And I'm like, really? Is that good? Because she started eating first. And then I think Livy, like my oldest, like, this is good, Mommy. This is good. And then I tasted it. I said, oh my God, babe, this is amazing. And then that's when you let loose the juice about, hey, this is chickpea and oats and everywhere else. Like, well, whatever it is, this is good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But it was real food,
Real food.
right? And it was made with real ingredients, and it didn't have all this fat and, bad fat.
Yeah.
It had good fat, but it wasn't even a lot of it. It wasn't like that. I don't even know if there was fat in there. But not that fat is bad. The good fat, that is. But you guys loved it.
It was awesome. I mean, so what it comes down to, I think the simple way of saying it is nutrition, but just eat real food,
Yeah.
not processed, real food.
Yeah.
Or limit
The
the
process.
processed stuff. Really severely limited. It's hard to get away from it.
Yeah, it is very hard.
So and the more you try to get away from it, the more you kind of want it to. So that's nutrition. That's number one. Number two, like lifestyle changes.
Right.
You start working out, all the different things you did to manage
Managing your stress.
Yeah, meditate.
Meditate. Something we just started, well, we incorporated only because of the weather permits, is walking outside.
On top of our normal exercise routine.
Yes, because walking is so good for you, right? And we do it after dinner because I find it's a good way to help with the digestion, but also to get that evening sunlight before the sun goes down and get that fresh air.
Oh, it's so great.
And it feels so good, right? We didn't get to do it today. I was bummed about that.
Instead, we're here talking with you through the camera.
But it's like
Or on
simple
Spotify.
things such as that, going for a walk. You don't need to spend a lot of money. Go for a walk outside, walk
Yeah.
your dog. A lot of people walk their dogs. But it's little things like that, right? Meditate. I know this is going to sound crazy, but, clean out your house and declutter, and that will make you feel so much better.
True. That's
Right?
very true. Yeah.
It's like it's about
Or your car.
Your car, clean it out,
Yeah.
declutter, so you won't have all that energy around you that's
great
stressing
point.
you out, right?
Completely.
Yeah, and it's
Didn't
like
think about that.
have you could communicate with your family and have a really good calming environment, because who wants to be in a household where everybody's either stressed or sick or arguing or just numbed out on video games, instead of fostering a nice calming environment in your house.
Gosh, and another kind of tip about that as well is like television. We don't have television blasting every. We don't even have cable,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if we watch YouTube, I'm watching RV videos.
He took cable away, cut the cable
YouTube.
cord a while ago, but now you have us on YouTube, where it's like even the kids prefer to watch YouTube.
Yeah, so you don't have that playing all the bad negative energy stuff, right?
No, and even YouTube, we don't even have that going all day long.
No.
I don't even have to. Who has time for that all day long?
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, it's everybody knows what you have to do lifestyle wise.
Yeah.
And it's figuring out those things to what to do, right? So you got to eat real food, those good lifestyle changes, and then cut out the things we talked about, right? Don't have to drink. It's simple. Do the things you're supposed to do, cut out things you're not supposed to do,
Yeah.
and you will see results. It's a journey, it'll snowball. But I think number 3 is what we're currently doing right now. which we do frequently throughout the year, and that is a detox.
Oh, yes. Yes. I feel that is so crucial because since I did that, I feel like my normal self again.
Oh, and we've been there for like a week.
Yeah. No,
Oh no,
but
you
the
told me that
initial
before.
one, yeah, the initial
The
one.
initial one, yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't feeling like myself. And after that, I feel great. So much so, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so good. I, I don't really feel like I need a detox. However, it's a, you're exposed to toxins all the time, no
All the
matter
time.
what you do, right? We eat very clean, but once in a while you do go out to eat, right? You are, us ladies, we wear hair products, right? Makeup, all those things, right? Perfumes, whatever. Those things you do need to detox from your body, right? So I feel like I do need it in that sense, but I felt so amazing once I had that detox.
Yeah, that's completely true. I felt so good as well.
Energized, sleeping good, more energy to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm to the point now where I'm home. If I'm home and I have things to do around the house, I'm going all day long. I don't sit down. And sometimes I have to remind myself, well, it's okay to sit down for a few minutes,
Yeah.
but I want to get it all
And
done.
you don't really slow down to what, 10 o'clock at nighttime.
Yeah.
You're going
Because I have the
six from
energy.
six. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel now, even with our little refresh of our 1 week on our current detox. My energy's back. I mean, I'm just going, my mind's sharp,
Yeah.
and I'm just doing all these things that most people
Yeah.
don't even do in a given month. And it's
Yeah.
in a single day, and I feel
Wow.
great. So detox, but the thing is, we want to detox with a properly designed detox where you focus on energy and open the pathways first.
Yeah.
Don't do a TikTok, a TikTok
Guys, don't do
cleanse.
TikTok detoxes.
Yeah, yeah. So those are the three things that you have to do. Because when you do that, you get to take back control of your health
Okay.
for sure, and ultimately you can make your own decisions about what health means for you, right? And not the
You,
insurance.
yeah, you're your own boss. Why not?
Freedom.
Yeah.
I love freedom.
Yeah.
One of my core values is being free,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then, so you get out of the whole medical system. That's what you can have, and you get to avoid all those toxic medications, painful procedures that debilitate you, mutilate you, any kind of unnecessary test. You can avoid all that by just making those simple changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
So you'll feel so much better.
Yeah,
And I think moving forward, once you feel better, you will make better decisions and it will snowball from there.
100%. Yeah. So listen, remember you have the power to totally break free from the medical system. Take control of your own health. It's not always easy, but it really is worth it. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to
Subscribe.
subscribe on Instagram, YouTube, all of them, right?
Yeah.
So,
All the different handles.
yep.
Until next time, be well.
All right, you take care.